Hi.
How's it going?
It's good. How is it going?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for being on.
Yeah, of course.
So let's talk about your career. You got started with Santina Brothers,
Yes.
Wrestling Academy. Um, I've interviewed a wrestler or two who's been there. Jezebel Romo. Uh,
Yeah.
Shout out to her. Um,
Mhm.
so prior to that, how did your wrestling career got started? How did you end up training for Santina Brothers?
Well, I was in LA and I was kind of like deciding what I wanted to do. I'd always loved wrestling, so I decided to give it a try. And I just Googled the places in the area and Santino came up and be happier with where I ended up because such a good environment, like family environment. All my trainers are super talented and like very knowledgeable. So I came out here and I made the drive every couple days a week for a while, and now I'm here actually waiting to go.
Santina Brothers definitely one of the premier training places to be if you coast.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely a big deal out there. Um, I've been a fan of yours for about a year or two now. I've got a chance to watch your matches. You are so talented.
Thank you.
I like what you bring to the table as a competitor. And I definitely like your charisma and everything too. I mean,
Thank you.
you're fun to watch. You're very, very entertaining. Um, and you're very hilarious too. For example, I scrolled down your Facebook page, and it's a Throwback Thursday, and you you posted a photo of yourself beating up Chucky.
Yes.
Let's talk about this picture. Like, what led to your beating up Chucky? Like, what he do to you?
Well, so me and my tag team partner, Laura James, were the Killer Bays, and we were going up against Buggy Nova and Sage Finn, and Buggy Nova likes to bring her Chucky doll when she wrestles,
Uh-huh.
and that Chucky doll will try and kill you to protect Buggy, and he started choking me out, so I had to take care of business on him.
Okay, gotcha.
So he got me first. I didn't throw the first punch, but I had to finish.
That is, and I think that's Sage in the back smiling.
Yes.
She, that was, I actually met Sage before. He came to the East Coast last year, and she had a match against Crazy Terry Dobson, who now works at NXT.
Oh, yeah.
She's very cool, very down to earth.
Yes.
So,
A little crazy with those death matches.
oh
But
yeah. She's quite the character. Let me put it that way. The face painted, everything. I was scared going to her booth, but she's actually a nice person. She's nice.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
so Killer Bays. I like that name. You and Laura
Yes.
James. For those who may or may not know who she is, she's the one that got proposed by Joy Ryan in a match. I think it was last year. That was
Yeah, at
definitely
FCW.
yeah. So let's talk about this team with you and Laura. How did this came about?
So I was really lucky to be able to tour with the band Pussifer as part of a Lucha Libre act called Lucifer. And on the second tour, Laura was the other female, and so we met through that and just kind of realized that we're kind of and we like have the same humor, we like the same things, and so we decided we should have a tag team. And we have a couple of dates coming at the end of April and the end of May. And yeah, so we just have a lot of fun. We like to dance and be silly, and we're very similar, so it works out.
So a couple of weeks ago, on a Monday, I'm watching Monday Night Raw, watch it every single week. And I saw this lovely female with blonde hair. And I'm like, and I was looking through my Facebook feed. I'm like, wait a minute. That's Heather Monroe. She on national television. Like, you look back at it. How did it feel to have that opportunity to perform in front of a televised live audience on Monday Night Raw, the longest running episode of the television show in history?
It was a really, really cool. There were people that come to Indy shows and they knew who I was, the crowd, and I felt nervous before I got in the ring. I know went away, and it kind of soaked it in a little bit, and it was a really cool experience to be out there.
And I have to bet that your cell phone was blowing up after that happened.
Yeah.
Like texts, tweets, you being tagged every other post. The moment there. I mean.
Yeah, it was really to have people supporting me and showing their support and congratulating me. It was a cool experience.
And with this woman revolution continues to grow in the WWE, I like some of the talent they already have. I see some Heather Monroe as a full-time performer in the future. I definitely like to see that.
Me too.
I mean, and considering how serious WWE is taking with this women's division, dropping the Divas name, and just call them superstars, showing that equality and giving them more time. And like I was just watching Elimination Chamber, and they had 3 women matches. Like when the last time they had, it's one thing to get 1 or 2 matches, 3? That's a big deal.
Doesn't really happen in a really long time, and probably never actually. I'm sure that was like the first time they had that many matches on the card.
And as of right now, for WrestleMania coming up, there's going to be a woman involvement in 3 matches. There's the Raw Women's Championship, there's the SmackDown Women's Championship match, and you can add the mixed tag team match with Cena and Nikki against Miz and Maurice. So, but I want to talk about, go back to Santino Bros for a moment. I've interviewed Jezebel Ramon in the past. She's got quite the personality, let me tell you.
She does.
So
I love her.
So what's it like getting a chance to work with Jezebel?
Well, so also that same tour where I met Laura, the couple since that tour, I've been with Jezebel, wrestling her, and it's a really good experience. She was there from the start, obviously. Like, she helped train me and, like, was a really positive influence on me, just, like, for motivation. She would always, if she saw I was getting frustrated or anything like that, she would take me aside and she'd, like, let me talk out. And the same with my trainer, Robbie Phoenix. They're really great at kind of taking each person and, like, giving them what they need and also keeping the training on track. And that. But, yeah, Jezebel has been a big influence on me in character. She has a great character and just, like, being a positive role for me in wrestling.
Shout out to Jezebel. She's totally awesome. Very entertaining. And not only you compete against her in matches, you also were part of a company she has called Lucha Girls. You had some matches there. And I think you had a match against Ray Lynn.
Yes.
The Miss Molly Cyrus of wrestling herself.
She's my doppelganger.
Oh yeah, I see.
My wrestle.
I see the resemblance. I see that. I definitely do. Now, like a lot of wrestlers, getting yourself hurt, especially you're an indie wrestler, you get the merchandise, and I like going through the T-shirts. There's a fan of yours that has a T-shirt, and it reads "Pro Wrestling and Cats, Heather Monroe."
Yeah.
So I'm sensing you got love for cats, obviously.
I am a cat lady. I have cats currently, Max and Miss Elizabeth, and yeah, I would have like 10 more if I didn't live in a one-bedroom apartment.
Oh yeah, the landlord won't allow to. See, it happens. It happens. Um, so let's talk about some. I think you got a match coming up St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Uh, so let's talk about this match you have coming up.
Yeah, it's the Santino Bros Dojo, and I am wrestling Doug James, who happens to be my boyfriend. And so it's going to be a real interesting match.
Wow. Going up against a boyfriend. Okay, some bragging rights is at stake, I see.
Yes.
So
Already wrestled him before with Laura and against Joey and him.
oh yeah.
And so I have a win on him already, but technically Laura pinned Joey.
Oh, okay,
So
I got you.
We got to see who's better.
So it's one thing to go up against a friend or a colleague, if you will. You know, going up against your boyfriend, you know, is there a sense of awkwardness to it when you have to go up against him, or I keep it like professional? Like, how does it work out?
We're going to keep it professional. We both want to be the best and want to be seen as the best. We're going to go out there and put it all out there and try and win, you know? Like, both of us want the win. Neither of us is going to give it to the other.
Cool. So who do you consider like your bigger influences as a wrestler? Those that have inspired you to become a wrestler?
When I was younger, Lita was my biggest role model. I wanted to be her. I wanted to wrestle because of her, and she's still a big influence on me in that regard, because she was just like such a different person than like all the other girls, and so that's why I kind of want to be a big influence to young girls too, and why I have girl power as my main thing is because I think that young girls need that kind of role model, strong, cool, like go for it, confident individual, and that's what I want to be.
I want to read a post from a fan who mentioned you a couple of days ago. And it reads, Heather Monroe is an incredibly talented female wrestler. She's a positive role model with a great attitude. See more of her on future FSW shows. Go Girl Power.
Yeah.
What's that like when a fan, posts something like that? That's definitely gotta be special. Like that's gotta be like inspiring, motivation, things like that. What's it like when people tweet you like, "Yo, I'm a fan of yours. I like what you bring to the table." Like, what's that like when you get these type of posts?
It's really cool. It shows that I'm connecting with people, that I'm not just doing what I love, but kind of succeeding in what I love. And if I was just out there doing it and no one cared about me, then it wouldn't be as, you know what I mean? Like, it would be rewarding in the end. And so to have people say things about me, or little girls come up to me and want pictures of their work, or this stuff like that, it feels really good, really rewarding. My hard work is definitely paying off.
So, what would your advice to anyone that wants to become a wrestler? What would your advice be?
That wants to become a wrestler?
Yes.
My advice would be to work hard and push through even if you think you can't, because the hardest thing in wrestling training is your mind wants to give up, but your body won't give up on you. So you got to just push through everything, and if you want it, just go for it. Don't say, oh, well, maybe once I get ready and once I prepare more, or maybe once I'm like a little older, I'm too old, or something like that. Never have excuses. Just do it.
Well said, well said. Why don't you go ahead, promote your social media links, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any other links people need to know.
Monroe on Facebook. I have a fan page as well, and Heather is me, one word, for Instagram and Twitter.
Heather Monroe, definitely a name to keep an eye on in 2017 moving forward. She's definitely one of my favorites for sure. She's totally awesome. So
Thank you.
keep an eye on her. And I live in Kentucky, and watching the matches on YouTube was nice, but to see you in person, that would be special. So I'm gonna all these Kentucky wrestling promotions out there to book this lady, send her to Kentucky, and let her show that girl power. Let her show the Killer Bay. Show
Yes.
that athleticism, if you will. That I know there's a girl fight company. Shows all over the place. They just do shows in Kentucky as well. So hopefully, you can get on future show for sure. I'm just saying.
I'm working on getting out into the rest of
Awesome. It was great having you on, Heather. Thank you so much. This has been such a pleasure. Continued success, and I wish you the absolute best moving forward. Thank you for being on.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
You have a great night. Okay.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was Heather Monroe bringing that girl power